Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's me again. You just can't win for losing, can you? We will continue. Attack of the Fishmen. Yeah, that was pretty much what I was dealing with last night.
There's no point going back that way.
Okay, there's no point going back that way. I read up on this accidentally. Just was getting the... We'll remove that. We need to hop up here. I missed it. And we'll just load. Let's see, where were we? I believe it was here? And the reason I chose to do that is because evidently if you miss hopping into the truck at the right time, you die. Missed once. And we'll just go ahead and reload it. Good evening to whomever has joined me. As I've mentioned before, this game, its only real issue is it's trying to be an action game, and it's not, doesn't have the engine to be an action game. There we go. We're slowly starting to move.
I'm not so sure this was one of my better ideas.
Well, according to the... It'll be fine.
Don't let him get away!
A sturdy-looking metal bar.
Bring him down! Don't let it get away!
And this is what's going to kill the game for me. It really is, and I was getting close last night. It's an interesting to very interesting narrative game that keeps trying to be an action game, and it can't do that. It just doesn't have what it takes to do that. How the hell did I miss? And we failed again. I don't know, this may be a short stream where the frustration's just going to win. So keep that in mind. I can't guarantee this is going to be a long stream.
I'm not so sure this was one of my better ideas.
He's in the truck!
Seriously though, I really like the narrative in the game. But it's trying to do action gaming. It's like trying to do jump puzzles in an MMO that really doesn't have an engine for jump puzzles. Star Trek, The Old Republic would be a good example of that.
Don't let him get away!
A sturdy-looking metal bar.
Take him down! Don't let him get away!
Alright, I'm in the sewers. So, we've made it to the sewers, where there's supposed to be a Shoggoth.
Hello?
No, wait!
What the hell is all this stuff?
You're in the sewer.
Where's my daddy?
What do you think it is?
Shit, it's corrosive!
It's poop.
Everything's dying. Following me.
We got a nice big blood smear. And a dead face. Dead body. Let's see.
There's something down here.
Alright, we've got a couple of let's go ahead and close that door back up while we play with our I don't hear the gasping sound anymore. Some kind of winch. Oh. No, all right. Give the winch a try.
It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it.
Good call, me. on its own. Says I don't want to touch it. Can I jump down and get in if I have to?
An old metal cabinet. It's empty.
That's the really unpleasant sounding miss again. There's something in there, it sounds like. Alright, the liquid is back. Alright, this is the way it was when we originally came in.
It's coated in slime.
I
I'm
will
not touching
go
it.
into that. That answers that question. If we move this one, step in the goo again. Stop stepping in the poo, me. There doesn't seem to be any way for me to get over there if I'm supposed to. There's no obvious way. Yeah. Stop complaining, you big whiner. Oh wait, I'm the big whiner. Supposedly there's a shoggoth in the sewers. See if I can get to see the shoggoth up close.
The tank's full of slimy water. There's no way I'm getting in.
Alright, so this one started level, and this one started in this position. Oh, I didn't realize there was another door in there. Silly me. I guess we'll leave these in that position. No, I think we want it to be emptied out. think that's the way we want it. Amazing how much running around I did in here without noticing that there was a freaking...
It won't budge.
There's a door that I can't open, so that wasn't it. Uh-huh. Yeah. So I really just don't see anything I can do in here. Other than a lot of blood, which presumably this guy got killed by the Shoggoth, which then went down into the water.
It won't budge.
Alright, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. Keep in mind, the game has crashed in the past when I've done this, so it may crash, in which case we'll have to restart. Head up the stairs and save. Starting now, you're on a timer. The simulacrum has no intention of finding out for your sake. Go into the next room and take the medical box. Find 2 large water pipes. The left one should have the switch vertical on, and the right should be the switch horizontal off. Yeah. Go into the next room and use the turn crank. No square crank here, you raccoon. Clear the drainage basin of the effluvial slime. Turn off both pipes and use the turn crank once more to open the floodgate. Wow, I never, ever would have figured out that, because they never told me. There was no reason I would think that. This game. And it did crash on me, so bear with me. It'll just be a sec while I restart again. I'm not surprised nor particularly bothered by the fact that it's crashy on alt-tabbing. That's not uncommon for the era of game we're talking about. I am disappointed with some of the puzzles, and the gameplay is just frustrating. This is timed. Okay, I'm not sure what that big musical note was for. I mean, there's no indicator that this is timed. Is it going to crash again? You know, so the fiddling I was doing timed.
There's something down here.
Oh, I guess this is meant to tell me that it's time. And it crashed again. Well, I'll take advantage to look at this one more time and see if the actual thing. You're on a timer. Why? Who knows? Take the medical box. Find 2 large water pipes. Left one should be vertical. Right should be horizontal off. Go to the next room. Use the turn crank. One should leave the switch vertical on, and the right pipe should have the switch off. Go to the next room. Use the turn crank. Clear the drainage basin of the fluvial slime. Turn off both. In the room before using the turn crank once more to open the floodgate and exit through there. The left one should be on, and the right pipe should be the switch horizontal off. Go into the room, use the crank, clear the drainage basin, then go back and turn them both off. Left one is on, right one is off. All right. We're going to try again. Bear with me. And this is my issue with the game, yes. It's not really... The puzzles don't have logical solutions. The action-based gameplay is not something it's fit for. And the narrative's interesting. I would like to continue playing, but the frustrations are just growing. Has it hung? Don't know. Hard to tell. Jog it.
Down here.
That wasn't it.
It hurts bad. Why you can't play? Everything is dark here.
There's somebody
You want to die?
talking. Little girl or whatever it was we were saying. I think I've got to load again. Because I keep failing to get that done correctly, however it's supposed to be done.
There's something down here.
Nope, that didn't do
The
it.
tank's full of slimy water. There's no way I'm getting in.
I've got to double check again. I'm sorry. The left one is on, the right one is off. Go into the next room. Use the hand crank. And clear the drainage basin. Turn off both pipes. The left one is on, so that means we turn the left one. We tried that. That didn't do what they're saying here. Both pipes in the room before, and use the turn crank once more to open the floodgate. It's not helpful. You're on a timer. Go into the next room. Take the medical box. We already got that. Left one has the switch on. Right one has the switch off. On, off. Go into the next room. Use the turn crank. Clear the drainage. Turn off both pipes in the room before, and use the turn crank once more. Okay. Try that. And it crashed again. It does not like alt-tabbing. But then who amongst us likes alt-tabbing? I mean, really, it's disgraceful. We're going to try again. A couple more times, and if I still don't have any luck, then I will be ending the stream early in a state of frustration and fury. Well, not fury. Disappointment. I mean, the only problem, technically, with the game is it doesn't like alt-tabbing. It seems. Sorry, I'm
something down here.
Suffering a great deal of frustration in the game right now. The puzzles aren't logical. The game doesn't like it. When I alt-tab out to try and read the solution.
It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it. reasonably clean. I just need to drain it away.
On. These were originally... This one has... Should be this one. Puzzles not really having logical answers.
It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it.
Yeah, my frustration with this is just getting ridiculous.
There's something down here. I don't know what I'm here.
Clean, right?
It's coated in slime.
No, it's not.
I'm not touching it.
If it's supposed to be on a timer, we'll find out, I guess. That presumably means the Shoggoth is in there. I'm going to give it one more try on the spoiler here. I'm going to actually frickin' write it down. So far, it has not been helpful at all. Kind of the opposite, point of fact. Give me a piece of scrap paper here somewhere. Come on. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, you're on a timer. 2 liars. The left has it vertical on. The right has horizontal. Go into the next room. Use the turn crank. And clear the drainage basin of the effluvial slime. Turn off both pipes. And it should be clear. So, next room, take the medical box. I already got that. 2 large water pipes. Left one should have the switch on. Right one off. Go into the next room, use the turn crank. Clear the drainage basin. Go back and turn both off. And then use the crank once more. exit through there. If this fails, I'm going to call it, because if I'm writing down the spoiler and the spoiler's not working, the frustration I'm in general with the game, it's just a sunk cost. It did crash. That will be the last crash before it's the last launch. So if this fails, I will be calling it an evening early, and I'll apologize profusely. Damn it. There we go. This game's about to die.
There's something down here. It's coated in slime.
Nope.
I'm not touching it.
Hey there. Yes, well, and sadly the game is not functioning as advertised. I've got one more thing I can try. Oh. Unless it crashes on me. It's an old game and it's been crashing. That's only a minor part of the issue.
There's something down here.
The puzzles have no clues.
They're calling to me.
They're calling to me.
She was just... It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it.
Okay, that is not the answer, I guess. And the action gameplay is terrible. The narrative is good.
Down here.
Voice work, consistent, fine.
Why did you let me die? It hurts bad. Things I don't.
The tank's full of slimy water. There's no way I'm getting in.
Alright, then that's the slimy water. How did I get the clean water in the first place? No, not that one. Nope, that sounds like the Shoggoth. I'm gonna keep at that until it crashes the next time.
There's something down here.
And again. Yeah, I'm still in an excited state.
The tank's full of slimy water. There's no way I'm getting in. It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it.
So I need to get the clean water in and then back out.
The water looks reasonably clean.
That's reasonable.
I just need to drain it away. The water looks reasonably clean. I just need to drain it away.
All right. Make notes about this. What we want it to be is in the down in that state. It's clean. So now we just need to drain it.
The water looks reasonably clean. I just need to drain it away.
That was, I think, the wrong answer. That was the wrong answer. So this is still the clean water.
The tank's full of slimy
slimy
water.
water.
There's no way I'm getting in.
Clean water. I haven't given up yet.
There's something down here. The tank's full of slimy water. There's no way I'm getting in. It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it.
Okay. So we open this up, and this should have now clean water in it.
The water looks reasonably clean. I just need to drain it away.
Okay, so we can get to here now repeatedly, I think. So taking notes. Sounds like so. Okay, so I'm trying, guys.
There's something down here.
didn't want to die. Everything is dark here.
It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it.
Die. There are things here. Things I don't like. Everything is dark here.
Right now, there should be clean water. It's not.
The water was reasonably clean. I just need to drain it away.
Maybe? What do you know? Well, I finally found the answer. Hurt myself. And a sudden sneeze. God damn it. It's... The controls and everything are just so... not made for an action game. Lots of bodies. And another one just came dropping down. Welcome to Fly Spot Central.
Looks like the main sewer pipe. The grating has been heavily damaged.
I'm gonna have to hear and I'll use a health pack.
She was just a child.
Why did you let me die? Why do you keep following me? Why do you let me die? Why do you keep following me? Leave me alone.
They're calling to me.
There are things here. Things I don't like. Mommy hurt me.
I can hear
I
them
miss my
calling to
dad.
me. I'm being followed. She's following me. I can feel her.
Alright, we've got trap door. I'll get to that in a sec. Another medical pack. My pulse rate is elevated. Another sneeze that I wisely chose not to share with you. The little girl. Who's not creepy at all.
Sad.
Well, take a load off. Sit down.
She's following me. I can feel her.
we gotta save.
If I never come here, she would still be alive.
We got a little creepy crawly crabby thing.
Straight.
Eating bodies. Creepy crawly crabbies. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew they were going to attack. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I think the phrase "there's something down here in the Cthulhu game" is like, I've got a bad feeling about this. Is to Star Wars. You're exactly correct. And it has been a very frustrating evening so far. Very first puzzle took me 45 minutes. Multiple crashes to alt-tab out and see what the hell the answer was supposed to be. And even with the answer, it still took me poking at it with what was theoretically the answer anyway.
Keep things straight.
We've got multiple things here. We've got... That's a ladder that doesn't appear to go to anything that's open, as is true with that one. This one appears to go outside. Tend to avoid puzzle games, too frustrating. Yeah, I think
Stop!
the puzzles in this aren't really puzzles, in that they don't have clues to help, really. I don't know what I would call them.
Where is he?
Well, I mean, you know, if they can be reasoned out, and so far that hasn't really been the case. I mean, I spent probably 15 or 20 minutes on the last puzzle, puzzling at it the way you're supposed to with a puzzle, and then checked the spoiler, and the spoiler says it's timed. It doesn't tell you it's timed. It doesn't imply that it's timed until, in retrospect, you see, oh, those, the little video cuts that I'm having hallucinations of are meant to imply that something is coming. And you have to get the setup into a particular state. Otherwise, you're going to fail. And so I spent, 15 or 20 minutes in a state where there was no correct answer because I didn't know that I was supposed to have already done something. Alright, this is the crabs all down here, right? Yeah, we got a lot of unfriendly crabs down there. Yeah, I know. There was just no hint of what I was supposed to do. And I had to both go with the spoiler and still go back and forth, trying things to get it to actually work. And so that's my big issue. I really like the narrative in the game a lot. It's interesting. It has questions I want to find answers to, all that kind of stuff. But the puzzles are most of the time either trial and error or not at all clear, in such a way that even with the spoiler, it takes me still doing trial and error. And the action gameplay is in a game that the engine is just utterly unprepared to actually give you a decent...
The grating is loose. It hasn't been tightly fixed in place. The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely.
Okay, that's a hint.
The grating is loose. It hasn't been tightly fixed in place.
Do I have anything that could be used? No. Alright, so the implication here is that I should be able to get this open somehow, right? Because...
The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely.
that certainly seems to be a hint, right? So I need to find something. Unless one of the other grates is also not.
The grating is loose. It hasn't been tightly fixed in place.
Okay. The gratings are loose.
The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely.
There's a person up above me, however. One of the pursuers, no doubt.
The grating is loose. It hasn't been tightly fixed in place.
Ah, okay, that's why if I go up the only one that doesn't have a grating.
Are you down there, outsider?
They started shooting at me.
Can you see anything?
I can see clearly now.
Are you down there, outsider?
Yes, I'm down here. So we've got a series of grates that are not firmly attached. Oh, he says he's not down there. Where do we go next?
Who goes there?
Nobody. So they're up there. This is a door I can't get through. And all the way back here were the crabs that almost killed me. You heard that correctly. Crabs that almost killed me. I should be able to stop the crabs, just saying. I did what I could to avoid them. There's not much light, so I can't really see if there's anything I'm missing on the floor or the ceiling. That's the one that goes up to the street, but that only gets me killed, as best I can determine. Yeah, I agree with him. Huh. I'm gonna have to try this street, because I got no idea what the hell else I'm supposed to do.
Who's there?
Hi guys,
Take him down!
don't suppose I could
Get him!
talk you into letting me go, huh? No, they're right there blocking the way, so,
He's disappeared!
I didn't disappear, you dumb shit. I dropped down into the sewers right in front of you. These people are so bad at their job.
The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely.
Am I missing? Strafe, jump, sneak, lean, look, strafe, action, inventory, quick heal, skip scene, aim, fire, reload. I don't have a gun. Hide, show, weapon.
The grating is loose. It hasn't been tightly fixed in place.
But then none of them have. So that's not a helpful piece of information if that's true for all of them. And I don't seem to be able to move them. I can't do anything here. I can't seem to do anything here. And this is the crabs. And I had to run in here and jump up here to get away from the crabs because they were going to kill me. I'm going to take a quick look at the spoiler. If we crash again, I'm probably going to call it an evening. To escape the sewers, you need to lure the enemies near the exit away. Fast climb the ladders to the barred manholes, and the enemies will come running to investigate. I tried that. It wasn't making noise. It didn't make them come. Speed is the key to avoid detection. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do it. The game is just too frustrating. It's driving me crazy. The narrative is good. I was enjoying the game. I'm going to read through the spoiler to find out what happens in it, because the game subject matter is interesting and it's well presented. The game does not support the mechanics it tries to. The puzzles aren't puzzling. You're not really given clues. And the action stuff is... the engine is just terribly, terribly unsuited for. All the time it took me yesterday trying to get through the hotel, get out of the hotel, and then randomly basically finding my way through a couple of things. It's frustrating. They're not giving me enough to work with. If anyone is interested in playing a similar game themselves, I would recommend trying another game very similar called Call of Cthulhu, without the Dark Corners of the Earth. It's just called Call of Cthulhu. It's from 2017, I think. 2018, something like that. I played that maybe 3 years ago on stream. I played that through to completion. I enjoyed that a great deal. If you just want to watch it being played, because unfortunately I wasn't uploading my streams to YouTube back then, I believe Muckluck did a complete playthrough of Call of Cthulhu. But this one is just so frustrating. And so I'm sorry. I pulled you guys in, and some of you probably were enjoying the narrative too. A few of you might have been enjoying me flailing around like a fish out of water, trying to get things to work, especially the hotel escape sequence. They don't give us enough tools to play the game. I did not finish Thaumaturge. I found the combat was okay. The storyline was mostly sort of ancillary to the main interesting storyline. There was a lot of little side stuff that wasn't very interesting, and it didn't feel like there was a lot of agency in the game in having like meaningful choices to make. And that's a game that I think more readily should allow for branching storylines to some degree, more so than a game like this. A game like this is going to be a lot more linear. So I don't fault this one for that, but Thaumaturge just felt a bit too on rails, I think. And it didn't, the promise of, you being this mysterious, magical character didn't really seem to take. I just felt like a guy who had, in a lot of ways, it felt far more similar to a Sherlock Holmes type of game, where, I can read the evidence and get clues to people and what's happening and stuff. And a linear and not particularly gripping one. It's too bad. I loved this setup. I loved the fact that they chose what is to most of a Western audience an obscure time period, early 20th century Poland, with an interesting socio-political backdrop. And those are the things that pulled me in. The feeling about, of being a magical character in this, revolutionary Polish turn of the century setting with magic and mystery, and the magic wasn't really there. The socio-political stuff was really interesting. but the game just didn't grab me enough. The combat, I found a few moves that seemed to work really well, and I just mostly stuck with those. So, yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed. I can't consider... I would say that this game, sadly, is a failure because the narrative is really good and strong, but the puzzles are not interesting or particularly challenging. Trial and error is not a puzzle. And the action gameplay just is not supported by the game engine at all. And so I would say this game is sadly a failure. I would not say the Thaumaturge is a failure. It just didn't hit what I was hoping and expecting. And so for me, it just didn't work well enough for me to keep at it. So, I mean, I think that certainly the devs, the company, has got great promise. There's a lot in that game I really liked. Technically, I think it's a really, really good game. Just the sort of story elements didn't match what I was hoping for and expecting. So I will be back tomorrow. I expect at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, and early morning in Asia and Australia. Again, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. I am sorry I couldn't do a little bit more for you guys tonight. But this game has defeated me. Sadly, I admit defeat. So I'll be back tomorrow. I hope the rest of your Saturday night goes great. Remember, it's still the weekend. I'm counting on you all to have really good weekends. I expect full review papers on my desk, 9 a.m. on Monday. So I'm out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your evening. And if you're not back tomorrow, great Sunday too. I'll be back then. Have a great night tonight. Take care and ciao for now. Good night, guys, and sorry again.